we are here for some awesome game day bingo. Super excited to be here with you guys on a lovely Tuesday afternoon. As we got a minor jackpot of $102, 54 balls or less. Major prize of $5,656, 53 balls or less. And then the $38,000 mega prize at 48 balls or less. All should be a lot of fun as we'll be streaming all these games to you live on the Pilot TV's Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. You can find our channels under the name MegaSota.
Absolutely, guys. Go and check us out wherever it is convenient for you. We would love for you guys just to be having a blast alongside us, as Ian and I will be here live with you guys for the next 2 hours. Make sure you guys stick around, as we can't wait to start giving out some of these great jackpot prizes. But over the last 7 days, everyone here at Pilot Games, we've been able to give out 13 different jackpots over the last 7 days, making our total for this season 16 195 jackpots in its entirety.
Yeah, it's been a very good season so far. We've definitely enjoyed ourselves seeing all those jackpot prizes go out.
Yeah.
And we hope to see some more jackpot prizes go out. We saw almost a jackpot prize go out in the game right before we came on here live.
Yeah, the Lucky 4 bingo.
Yeah, we saw $425 go out to Tyree over the Crooked Pine Ale House. Congratulations to you, Kyrie. But to make the jackpot list, you do have to win a prize over $600, which we have yet to do that yet in this October. And so hopefully we can do that during this happy hour action, as that major or mega prize would definitely get you on that list.
Absolutely, but happy October 1st, everybody. Hopefully you guys are super excited about the spooky season as it is officially here, as we can't wait to give out some of these prizes as well. Make sure you guys head on over to our Facebook page and give us a like and follow. Once you search up Pilot Games, you can do so and stay up to date with everything we have in store, like seeing where those big progressives have grown to in some of our spookiest games. Like that Martian Invasion jackpot prize, we usually give out huge prizes there. So if you want to stay in the know about big progressives and everything in between, head on over to that Facebook page.
Yeah, it's definitely the hub of all things Pilot Games. There's even a link tree connected to that Facebook page, which has all the tabs that you could find.
Oh, yeah.
You could possibly need to figure out what's happening here at Pilot Games. Is you got a bar location tab, opens up a map that shows you all the pinned locations where you can play Pilot Games. It's actually also the best place to figure out what charity you're supporting out there in Minnesota, as you can click on that locations tab, search up your charity, search up your location. Click on your location, you can actually see a little info on there, and it'll tell you what charity you are supporting while playing Pilot Games. You can also find our social media links, connect you to our Twitter and Instagram, just the hub of all things there.
Absolutely, but stick around because we're about to give out our prize, as we've got CD over at B&L Bar taking home $31 on that first must-go prize of this amazing happy hour show. Guys, continue to get enrolled. We are just getting started here into our second round, as we have that minor jackpot that's over $100, clicking up to 56 balls or less going into this next game. Super doable, guys. Continue to grab those iPads and get enrolled.
Absolutely, and as you guys get enrolled into this upcoming game, just 2 minutes to do so, we would like to cover the entirety of our live bingo schedule, as we get every day started off at 12 o'clock with game day bingo, running from 12 to 1. Monday through Friday, me and Jordy, at least one of us are on that time, are live during that time, trying to give out that minor, major, and mega prize. At 1 p.m., we switch on over to a little Lucky 4 bingo. Today we were competing for a $41,000 prize. That did not go out at 1 p.m., so it continued to grow, as you guys then hopped into more game day bingo that ran from 1 all the way till 4.
Absolutely, and then it led you right into that Lucky 4 bingo game where we were able to give out that over $400 jackpot prize. But make sure you guys come on out for a little bit later, as we have these great games of game day bingo that run from 4 to 6 in each and every day. But then at 6 p.m., Ian and I will leave you off air, and you'll get another opportunity at that Lucky 4 bingo right at 6 p.m. to try and take home that jackpot prize for yourself.
Yeah, currently that Lucky 4 bingo is sitting at $41,605. Looking really good there to be able to be won at 6 o'clock. You can then play more game day bingo that normally runs from 6 all the way till 10 p.m. Tonight there is a slight interruption to that 6 to 10 game day bingo, as we will be having one of our favorite specialty nights going down. MegaSota Game Night. There's going to be a lot of fun games, starting off with a little bit of that Lucky Sevens action. That's a high-low matchup to start it off, as you'll be competing for a number one prize for first place, but you also get a number one prize for being in last place as well. So it actually pays to be bad in that game of Lucky Sevens. At 6:55, you'll then play a little fishing derby, trying to reel in that largemouth or smallmouth jackpot. 2 games of Game Day Bingo, as you'll then play Open Season at 7:25. Meso Perch at 7:50, and 8:05, a little jackpot jungle action where you can take home $9,072. You'll then continue to play more Game Day Bingo to finish off your night all the way till 10 p.m.
Absolutely. You guys come on out for that MegaSota game night getting kickstarted off tonight at 6:40. We have an even better specialty night, some may say, as Ian and I may be a little partial to it. We get to host an amazing Wild Wednesday each Wednesday at 7 p.m. as Ian and I get the privilege of going through our own tournament-style games that award you some great jackpot prizes and some even better PGL points. If you plan on coming out for either specialty night, make sure you guys are signed up at pgl.world if you want to earn the PGL points that accompany those nights.
Absolutely. It's always a great time to be out there for those nights, as tonight is one of those nights, MegaSota Game Night at 6:40 p.m. But as we have balls dropping in this game number 2 of Game Day Bingo that we have been live here for, we are going to be hopping into some awesome national days. Our first national day is National Taco Day, as this is the first year where Taco Day has been officially moved to a Tuesday, so it is the first official Taco Tuesday of all time. I like to consider it the first Taco Tuesday of all time, and we are here to experience it. This epic announcement is part of the latest milestone in Taco Bell's ongoing Taco Tuesday journey to move National Taco Day to a Tuesday starting this year.
I love it. I was just thinking, all Taco Tuesdays, this national day as National Taco Day should always be on a Tuesday.
Oh, for sure.
It only feels right.
Yeah, I mean, Taco Tuesday is a classic, and so you always have to have the national day be on a Tuesday. It'd be weird if it was on it was just on a set day. No, it should be on the first
Tuesday.
I like it as the first Tuesday in October. I feel like that's a great place to be at.
We were supposed to have tacos on today, but I accidentally mixed up our dinner schedule.
Yeah.
And so we had a Taco Monday before we're going to have a Teriyaki Chicken Tuesday.
Yeah, Teriyaki Chicken Tuesday. I don't mind. I'm gonna enjoy it. Tacos are always good. I was talking during lunchtime, just saying that I have Mexican at least twice a week, and I have tacos at least once a week. It's a regular piece of my diet.
We have Monica over at the Chanticleer Pizza Maple Grove taking home $33 on that Great Moscow prize. Congratulations to that great player, Monica.
Ah, do you think it's a Monica that likes the moon?
I hope so. That is exactly what I want out of it.
That's what you picture out of it, is a Monica that likes the moon? Okay. 2 minutes to get enrolled into this one. We got $170 available on that minor prize. 58 balls or less. 58 balls or less, great ball count there. 53 balls or less for the major prize of $5,000. And then Mega Jackpot, $38,000 at 48 balls or less. All should be a lot of fun. But, Jordy, build your perfect taco. Now, I know tacos can come in many forms, so I don't want you to limit yourself to just the classic Mexican taco, because they're seafood tacos. There's lots of different ways you can make this out. So, favorite taco? Let's hear it.
That is so hard.
I know, because you're a fan of the taco. I feel like that is one of your favorite carriers of food.
Mexican is my favorite cuisine.
And then eating something out of a tortilla? One of your favorite ways of eating something, I would think.
Well, you just inspire me to cut down on my bread intake. I'm a sandwich girl.
Oh,
I
okay.
love sandwiches, sub sandwiches, paninis, you name it. I am a sandwich girl, and you motivate me to eat less bread. And so I often go towards our tortillas and our spinach wraps that we have, where I would, in my earlier years, I would definitely be always bread, never a wrap. But as it is National Taco Day, I feel like everything needs to be eaten out of a tortilla on today. And to build my perfect taco, I would start with a steamed tortilla. My dad always did it growing up. You put it right on top of the grill, heat up the tortilla. Love that to start it off with. Then I love a little rice. I'm really not too picky. It can be Spanish or cilantro lime. I'm pretty okay with either. But I gotta say, I think I like I don't know, probably steak. Steak is, a great protein when it comes to Mexican.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah. It's a really, really good one.
Yeah, so then I'll top it with pico de gallo and guacamole and like a lime squeeze that I do on top, and fresh cilantro and cheese. Oh,
delicious stuff. Delicious stuff.
What about you?
I'll go with
shrimp tacos.
Yeah, that's what I'll say. I'll say some shrimp tacos. So that fried shrimp tacos. I'll say, because fried shrimp tacos are really, really tasty.
Tempura fried shrimp is just like top tier.
Absolutely, absolutely. So that's why I'm gonna go with a tempura fried shrimp taco. That's what I would go. I think it's so good.
With that creamy chipotle sauce that they put on and that fresh slaw, delicious.
Yeah, you can never go wrong with it. So hopefully you guys can enjoy a taco wherever you're at on National Taco Day.
Wow, that gets my stomach rumbling. Next up, we have another food holiday, as it is National Fruit at Work Day. On the first Tuesday in October, National Fruit at Work Day encourages some fruitiness to get through the day. Not only is fruit tasty, but it's good for you too.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely a huge one there. The big three of fruit: apples, bananas, and oranges. Shout out to those and all the greatness that they bring to our everyday life, as those get used all the time. Orange juice, always great. You're not a big OJ person, are you?
Only when there's champagne in it.
Only when there's champagne in it. That's what I thought. I wasn't 100%
And I like
certain.
those TikToks where you see like the woman just like wafting the scent of the OJ into their mimosa. That's me.
That's you. You just want.
I barely like the taste of orange juice.
That's so funny. That's great. Okay, but apples, bananas, those are used regularly.
Apples and bananas.
So,
I love oranges as well, just not the juice.
Your number one fruit has to be
bananas.
Banana or avocados.
Avocado is technically my number one fruit. I probably eat avocados. I couldn't tell you the number of avocados.
I don't like to put them in the fruit category though, because they're so different and
I would put
you just don't do a lot of
earlier
citrus
in my
fruits.
life. There was somebody that tried to pursue me, but he was allergic to bananas, and so I had to cut it right there because I knew that I couldn't live in a banana-less household.
That would totally make sense. We got $45 going out in this game. We got Brother Day over at Carboni's Pizza Sports Bar Burnsville. It's a valid reason, if I'm being honest.
It's the same reason I can't be with someone who's allergic to peanuts.
Yeah, $45. Good job, Brother Nate. As we now get rolled into our next game, this next game, a game number 4, we'll have a minor jackpot at 60 balls or less. It's already over $200, and it's only growing as you guys get enrolled over the next 2 minutes. So do not miss out on this great opportunity as we keep on talking about delicious fruit on National Fruit at Work Day.
I celebrated this today as I work from home, so technically I'm always at work. And I had grapes earlier.
You did?
Grapes at work.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Grapes are...
I had some very delicious grapes today.
I would say grapes are one of the better, work fruit. Because you can just...
I rinsed them off and with ice cold water, and then I put them back in the fridge for an extra 10 minutes, and it made them so crisp and cold. It was some of the best grapes.
That's the way to go about it. That sounds delicious. Definitely a great one there. Pineapple is also so tasty. I know that you get the...
I cannot...
You're allergic
pineapple.
You're allergic.
Sometimes I do
very
anyway.
Mildly
yes, it's
allergic.
just some scratchies. maybe some minuscule swelling.
Yeah, you're
I
like...
look like I use lip plumper if I eat pineapple. It's nothing drastic. I don't need, like, I could take Benadryl when I go to bed in case I wake up with a scratchy throat or something, but for the most part, I'm okay.
Yeah, it's basically like the same as like how most people are like allergic to milk and stuff like that. And are
yeah, a
lactose
mild
intolerant.
intolerance.
Yeah, just have a mild intolerance for it.
That's
You
what
just
I
have
feel
a mild
about all of
intolerance
my
for pineapple.
dietary restrictions, is that they're just kind of mild irritations. They're not necessarily intolerances, but I just have like mild allergies.
No. Yeah, very interesting stuff.
Alcohol included. With my cheeks, they get so rosy.
Yeah, I think that's just everyone though.
It's more than that.
And you might be just genetically disposed to rosy cheeks because your face just gets red in pretty much every situation.
I used to think there was something wrong with me. I had watched this Grey's Anatomy episode when I was a young girl, and there was a girl who got so flustered, and her face would go beet red anytime she was embarrassed, anything, and I had that same problem growing up.
Yeah.
And so I thought that there was something genetically with me, and my parents just told me I was the most dramatic child ever, but for the longest time, because my face went so tomato red, anytime I blushed, I was like, something's wrong with me.
Yeah, your face doesn't go fully red, you just get red easy.
I used to. My forehead, chin, everything would be so red as a child.
Wow.
Speaking in class, it's a miracle I was put into public speaking young, so I got over my fear.
That's good, good. Well, how did we get there from fruit at work day?
I don't know, but have some fruit at work, whether you are a kiwi man or you like some good old watermelon. Today is a great day as there are such a wide variety of fruits. I'm sure there's got to be at least one fruit that everyone likes.
Absolutely. Next up, it's National Fire Pup Day. National Fire Pup Day on October 1st recognizes the canine firefighters that have long been members of the fire departments across the country.
Maybe give Firehouse Dog a watch on today. Is that movie?
Firehouse Dog? I've never heard of this movie that you're talking about.
I think it's a Josh Hutcherson movie.
I think I know what you're talking about now.
I don't know if it's called Firehouse Dog, but it's about the Firehouse Dog.
Okay, yeah, let's...
Yeah.
Firehouse Dog, 2007 film starring Josh Hutcherson, Bruce Greenwood.
I liked this movie.
I don't think I watched this movie.
Really? I really liked it. I liked the breed of dog that they chose as well for the live action. I think it did a really good job with the CGI that they did him with, especially for the time. It was like, what, 2007? Yeah, so this was, I really liked this. It was also a big fan of young child, Josh Hutcherson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can't say that I really watched this one, and if I did not stick with it. I'm sure I did see it, because this is one of those movies that would definitely be in the rotation of live, like...
I can't believe you didn't watch this.
I definitely did. I'm just like saying I didn't like it enough to really care about it, and so.
What a bummer.
Firehouse Dog, family comedy, PG, came out in 2007. But we are celebrating all of the fire pups, and not just the ones that acted as ones.
Not just fictional, but also real life fire pups. I think they are so impressive. Really, any dog that is trained in a professional capacity, I think is really awesome. So, happy National Fire Pup Day. We do have a great winner here, though.
GX Express over at VFW Blaine is taking home $71.10 on our must-go win. Congratulations to you, GH Express, as we now get enrolled into this next game. This next game will have a minor jackpot at 62 balls or less. Should be a lot of fun at 62 balls or less, as we'll see who can end up taking home this great prize as we get enrolled into a game number 5 of Game Day Bingo. Flying through these games, just 2 minutes to get enrolled though. But Fire Pups Day, yes, all those pups that are doing their job, saving lives. It's crazy to think that, there's dogs out there that are saving lives on a regular basis. Abby, Fire Pup Day.
Absolutely. Up next, it is October 1st, so we gotta talk about it. It's National Pumpkin Spice Day. Does the cinnamon, the ginger, cloves, allspice, and nutmeg all come together on October 1st? And what do they have in common? They are all a part of National Pumpkin Spice Day.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of people have probably already enjoyed today by enjoying a pumpkin spice latte. I know that's a very popular one during this time. Maybe you had a pumpkin spice muffin. That's personally one of my favorite ways to enjoy pumpkin spice is through a muffin. But there's so many different ways. They basically throw it in everything at this time of the year. So you can enjoy pumpkin spice so many ways, maybe even in a cookie, whatever you want.
I love a good pumpkin cookie. Pumpkin chocolate chip cookies are something that I grew up on at this time of year. And so if I can get my hands on them, I will definitely be trying to celebrate this National Day in that form. I gotta say, I'm super excited as well as we just picked up pancake mix. And so I have a can of pumpkin. I've got pumpkin pie and cinnamon spice in my cupboard. And so I will be making pumpkin pie pancakes very soon.
Ooh.
And I am very excited.
Yeah, aren't we going to do that this weekend, I think?
Yes, as we are going to have some friends over for a little autumnal weekend.
Yeah.
And so it should be fun. Maybe we could take them to our local cider mill.
Yeah, we could do something like that. That would be a lot of fun. But pumpkin spice reigns abundant in October, and we celebrate Pumpkin Spice Day on this October 1st.
Absolutely. This is a great one. Go and celebrate National Pumpkin Spice Day on today. Just about 20 seconds to get enrolled into this next round. So grab your friends, grab those iPads, and let's get enrolled as we have that $426 prize and growing as it sits at 62 balls or less on that minor jackpot. Super doable getting into this next game. And as you guys do so, we're going to jump into our next National Day, National Green City Day. And on October 1st, we celebrate National Green City Day as a way to highlight the progress and innovations cities are making to become more sustainable.
Absolutely, as originally cities were not created with this in mind, as it was more just to make the ease of transportation, as now cities are trying to become more mindful in highlighting the ways to be more green and energy efficient. It's a great thing to do, as huge population densities mean that there's more energy output, more pollution coming from those areas. Being able to limit those areas output is a huge thing that just takes a step in the right direction for protecting our environment.
Absolutely. I know here over in Michigan, we have the Metro City Detroit, and so they are doing so many things each year, trying to be more sustainable as they are trying to rebuild the entirety of the city of Detroit, essentially, over the past, I'd say, a decade they've been doing this as they've been moving more and more towards it. And I think a great way that a lot of cities incorporate trying to be green is having sustainable public transportation. And so I think this is a great thing as well, and I know in the Twin Cities they have great public transportation as well, and so maybe try and do your part where if you're going to be going into one of those cities, try and carpool, if not take that public transportation.
Yeah, there's lots of ways to be green, and lots of ways to also help our cities become more green. As as voters, you have power to be able to help your cities become more energy efficient and protecting your environment. Happy National Green Day, as we are coming to a close of this game, as we got Anti-Rob one ball away. We'll see which is the lucky ball to fall, or if it will be one of these other players coming up and getting the win here, as now we got more players at that one ball away marker.
Absolutely. As we're closing in here on this minor jackpot prize, we'll have to see if we're able to give it out. If not, we have that beautiful Musco prize, but it is going to be going out $425 going out to D9D. They're playing over at the Riverboat Depot, getting to take home that beautiful minor jackpot. We have $109.20 getting tacked onto a double Musco prize going into this next round, a game number 6. Guys, continue to get enrolled into this next game.
Absolutely, get enrolled and press play. We love a double Musco matchup. And as you guys get enrolled, we'd like to highlight our next National Day, National Black Dog Day. National Black Dog Day on October 1st encourages the adoption of a dog in the darker shades. Unfortunately, black dogs are less likely to be adopted, no other reason than their coloring. Regardless of the behavior, size, breeding, personality, or age, the phenomenon persist.
This is so weird to me.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
You see it in dogs and cats as well. The people trying to stray away from the all black coloring, and I think that is so weird. As I absolutely love that colorway, and for dogs and other animals as well.
Yeah, I've always grown up with all black cats. I've only had one dog in my life, and so he was a brown and tan dog, so he wasn't black dog. But I mean, we was just me and all my cousins and everything. We all bought from the same litter from a family friend, and I think their dog, his brother was an all black Yorkie poo. And
that would have been so cool.
And he was he was a super dark brown, and that's why they called him Moose, because he was like a chocolate mousse, so his name was Moose.
Very cute.
Yeah, and so he was a really dark chocolate brown, but we're even talking about just darker shaded dogs. Just don't get picked as often.
My entire family has loved the darker colorway in animals. I think it is so strange. The one time that I almost convinced my parents to let me have a cat, it was an all black cat.
Mm-hmm.
My mom has been begging my dad to let her have an all black Pomeranian for as long as I've been alive. And I just think it's crazy that there's a phenomenon that even exists.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely is interesting. We just went over to a friend's house, and they have an all black dog, and it's one of the sweetest little pups, and it's
I wouldn't call her little.
She's still little.
She's a pretty big girl.
She acts little though. I love a dog that's still like puppy brain and acts little because it's so cute.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, maybe go out and try and adopt a dog of a darker shade on today and try and beat the stereotype, as this phenomenon should be one that comes to an end.
Oh, absolutely. Plus, I personally believe there are especially specific breeds of dogs that look way better in all black colorway. Like they look so sleek.
Yeah, I completely agree.
I think there's obviously some that, like, especially like the curly fluffy dogs. I get the whole entire wanting the lighter colors. I don't know. There's something
but like a Newfoundland that's all black.
Oh yeah, super
beautiful
adorable.
dog.
Like I would love.
I also don't think that that's necessarily the breed that we're talking about here.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I just love a lot of all black large dogs. I think those are my favorite kind of all black dogs. Definitely a fun one there. But even the all black Pomeranians,
I was
super
gonna say,
cute.
I can't say that.
I like the all black
most
Pomeranian.
animals that come in an all black colorway, I would prefer squirrels, cats, dogs.
They're great.
Yeah.
I do like an all black cat. That's always been my thing. But I have kind of been swayed by the gray cat. I've had some gray cats lately that I've in my life that have been really good. But the black cat has been always the good one.
Yeah, I like a good gray cat as well.
Yeah. They've been. I think that's more just like we ended up
personal.
with two good gray cats. But like black cats, they're
top tier.
Top prime time.
Especially at this time of year. I mean.
Exactly. And I personally believe if you own a black cat, you are immune to any black cat curses. Like it's
because you've embraced it.
You are now the witch.
Yeah.
You cannot.
See, that's exactly what
bewitched.
I wanted. I wanted to have a familiar when I was a young girl.
Yeah. You can't be bewitched if you're a witch.
Like,
that's what
I love Crookshanks, which is Hermione's cat, and it's like a big, fluffy, all orange Maine Coon.
Yeah.
Like, super cute, but like, I wanted an all black, like Salem, like Sabrina, this teenage witch's cat, you know?
Totally.
I really wanted it.
That's awesome. Definitely fun stuff there. But National All Black Dog Day. Yeah, I don't know what I would choose as my familiar if I was choosing an animal.
Oh, an owl?
No. Why would I choose an owl? There's so many better animals.
We do have some split wins going on here as the Wood over at Boondocks and Blondie Pie over at American Legion Owatonna. I get to split up that must-go prize. $185 getting split up between both you guys. Congratulations in this great round of Game Day Bingo. This has been a game number 7. We're getting enrolled into a game number 8.
I thought that was a game 6.
That's what I'm thinking as well.
And we're getting into game 7.
Yes. Make sure you guys continue to get enrolled.
Absolutely. Should be a fun game 7 as we got just 2 minutes. But we were talking about familiars. And well, are we limiting down my choices to only domesticatable animals?
Not necessarily.
Because I was like, if it's only domesticatable animals, then the owl's definitely up there. But if I can choose a familiar that's usually not a regular domesticatable
Oh, if I get
animal,
to pick any animal as my familiar, I'm picking a jaguar.
yeah.
I want a big jungle cat as my familiar. I want a Raja.
I would choose. I don't want huge because I want something that can kind of be on my shoulder.
Ooh, I want to ride on my
I don't want to ride. There's cars. I have things already do that for me, so I don't need it. So I'm gonna go with like one of those all white fluffy mountain cats. That's what I'll do is one of mine. I don't know what they're called, but like.
Are you talking about the ones that stand on top of their tail to keep their toe pads warm? They're like a ball of fluff and they're all white and they live in colder climates?
Yeah, something like that. I don't think you're thinking of the right one. I'm thinking of like a dangerous one.
It is dangerous.
Okay.
But it's still cute.
Oh, then probably
Most jungle cats are still cute. Not jungle, but wild cats are still cute.
Kinda.
They are. In my opinion.
I don't think if you're up close to a lot of jungle cats, they're cute. I think most up close jungle cats are pretty intimidating and scary.
Well, duh. If I'm face to face with a cheetah, obviously I'm not thinking, "Oh, what a cute kitty." But
I feel like that has to do with if I'm calling something cute or not. I have to be able to go up close to it and be like, "Oh, look at the cute thing." If it's just like, "Oh, that's cute from," lots of things are cute from afar.
You are right about that.
Yeah. So there's my opinion on the jungle cat being cute. Overrated.
Okay. Well, whatever you would pick, that is a fun one. I'm not even sure how we got on it, but you guys can pick a black dog on today to beat the stereotype.
Absolutely. Next up is National Hair Day. National Hair Day on October 1st gives the nod to all the styles, products, tools, people who keep our hair healthy and looking its best. Just highlighting everything that has to do with hair on today.
Absolutely, this is a great one as I have been on a bit of a battle trying to find my hairstylist that I'd like to go to long term, and I finally found the correct person it's just kind of a win-win all around, and so it really is just a little bit of a trial and error trying to find what suits you best.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely a great one to highlight here. If you guys have been around for Pilot Games for a long time, you've seen me with quite a few different hairstyles. I went from buzz cuts to flows to long hair to spiked up hair to whatever you might want. I think I've had a mullet while being here broadcasting live with you guys on Pilot TV. So people have been here for a long time, like the Elsas, the X370s, the Mad Dogs of the world. They've seen it all my different hairstyles. So shout out to all the different hairstyles of Ian. I've enjoyed a lot of different hairstyles.
I've also been on air with quite a few hairstyles.
You have. You've definitely been through a lot of definitely quite a few hairstyles.
Yeah, super fun. And we are big fans of changing it up and seeing different ways to style it. It's a super fun one on today.
What is a hair item that you could not live without?
A brush. I need my brush. Other than that, I'm pretty okay without many other hair tools. Probably a hair tie or clip of some sort, because at some point in my life, I will get sick of having my hair down.
Okay, yeah, definitely a good one there.
Absolutely, and I find if I had to pick one product that I couldn't live without, then I would pick this specific hairspray called the Wizard.
The Wizard, okay. We got Not Here over at Neptune's Bar. Or No There, I'm not sure which one you're going for, as $45.30 is going out to you.
Not Here.
Not Here.
That's the one I'm going with.
You're going with Not Here? Okay,
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as we now get enrolled into this next game, we got that minor prize clicked up to 56 balls or less. Should be a lot of fun, as that minor prize also should be clicking up from 53 to 54 balls or less. As you see it there, over $6,000. And Mega Jackpot, $38,000 at 48 balls or less. Just 2 minutes to get enrolled. The hair item that I could not live without. I could not live without probably headbands and stuff like that. I like to grow my hair out a lot, and so when I'm growing my hair out and I'm doing stuff, I need headbands, I need hats, I need stuff to be able to pin my hair back so that I can do stuff, because I hate it getting in my face. But I love the styles that I can pull off when I have longer hair. So, as you can see, I didn't feel like doing my hair today, so now I got it pinned back with a hat, and that's the kind of stuff that I need when it comes to my hair.
Well, happy National Hair Day. Whether you have hair or you don't, it is a great national day to celebrate. We have one final national day to talk about with you guys, as you have just under a minute and a half to get enrolled in this next game. It is National Homemade Cookies Day. And National Homemade Cookies Day is observed annually on October 1st, and if you're looking for an excuse to bake some homemade cookies, look no further. Package them up and share them with some neighbors, coworkers, or even your friends.
Absolutely a great one. Well, we already gave kind of a suggestion out there, and that was to make some homemade pumpkin spice cookies. You said add some chocolate chips into there as well. Definitely a great suggestion there, as those are super tasty.
Yeah, I'm like an avid voter for chucking chocolate chips into any cookie.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think that every cookie needs chocolate chips, in my personal opinion.
I also am not like a sugar or snickerdoodle fan, so take that with what you will.
Yeah, that makes sense. So you just don't like cookies that don't have chocolate chips in them.
Yeah, I like a snickerdoodle, but sugar cookies plain just aren't for me.
I love a good sugar cookie. I think a sugar cookie is delicious when it's made like fresh out the oven. Ooh, so good. Good homemade cookies though, I'm probably just leaning towards like the monster cookie. Just chuck a bunch of the different chocolate bits into it. If I, chocolate chips, chocolate chunks, and M&Ms, if I can throw all of that into a cookie, that's where I want there to be more of that than the dough in the cookie, so that when you bite into it, you basically get like, you have to worry about it dripping, the chocolate dripping on the floor while you're taking bites.
I would actually disagree. I need like a healthy ratio between the dough and
I'm such a chocolate. If you guys have been here long, you just know my opinion on most sweets is just chuck some more chocolate in it.
Yeah, that is a great one on today. I gotta say, some of my favorite homemade cookies are oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. They are just so tasty, so easy to make. You can even do the no-bake cookie.
Yeah, I was about to say the no-bake is one of my favorite cookies. The no-bake, honestly, is up there in my top 3 all-time cookies, because it's just so simple. It always tastes so good. I don't know if I've ever had a bad no-bake. Have you ever had? I've had some bad chocolate chips. I've had some bad random other cookies, but I've never had a bad no-bake, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know if I have either.
Yeah. It's a bomb cookie, super easy to make, and that's what makes it so good. Simple, but delicious. Well, hopefully you guys can try some homemade cookies on today, whether it's the quick and easy no-bake, or is getting out all the utensils and making some gourmet crumble cookie level cookie. It's going to be a fun one in National Homemade Cookie Day.
Absolutely, guys. That was our last National Day, though, so try and celebrate any of these where you can, as we have had so much fun talking about all of these great National Days that you guys could be out there celebrating as we speak.
A lot of food National Days.
Right now, it's made me quite hungry.
Cookies, pumpkin spice, fruit, and tacos. I mean, that's
you have your whole lineup.
That's hitting a lot of some of our favorite,
start to finish,
some of our favorite foods. Definitely a good one there. Well, fun National Days, as we are having a fun game currently, as we're trying to give out a must-go prize, as sausage is 1 ball away. $66.80 is what we're competing for, as we got Scooter over at Cowboy Jack's Bloomington taking home that must-go prize.
Congratulations going out to Scooter in this great game of Game Day Bingo. Make sure you guys continue to get enrolled in this next round, as we have that minor jackpot sitting at 58 balls or less going into this next game. As we do so, we're going to be jumping into a little bit of Twins news, as they are 82-80, and James McCann hit a 3-homer, and Heston Kjerstad went deep to launch the Baltimore Orioles into the postseason, with a 6-2 victory over the Minnesota Twins that completed the 3-game sweep on Sunday. Not what we wanted to see. The Twins stumbled to an 82-80 record, losing 27 of their last 39 games. They were 87-75 last year to win the AL Central and reach the division series. We broke down as the season went on, and it's hard to say, but it happened, said manager Rocco Baldelli, who was assured he'll return to the job next year. So now even more work than probably any offseason I've ever had in front of me.
Absolutely. It's going to be a lot of work, as we've seen back-to-back seasons where we've kind of struggled at the back end. And, last year, it didn't affect us too bad as we were still able to make the playoffs by winning the AL Central. But this year, we saw it really, really affect our end of season as we were second in the AL Central. Really felt like we had a solid shot, and I felt like it was a probable shot at making the playoffs. And after going losing 27 of our 39 last games, it just quickly slipped out of our fingertips. Not what we wanted to see. So like Rocco Baldelli said, lots of work this offseason, as you guys should send some luck out to our Twins by playing the great ETAB game, Twins Win. You can even pick out a lucky batter in the Home Run Derby bonus round, as you have a selection between a big burly bear and two fantastic baseball players. I would like to choose the burly bear, but to each their own. Lots of fun action there, so make sure you're checking out the ETAB game, Twins Win, and let us know if you win a good jackpot while playing.
Absolutely, guys. Go and check out Twins Win wherever you play Pilot games. It is a great way to show your support for our Twins, and maybe even take home a little bit of cash while playing. As you guys play here, we have our great game day bingo games where we've got cash prizes and points going out to lucky winners. As you guys take home these great cash prizes, you compete against each other in our game day bingo standings. Hopping right on into 10th place, we've got Mike over at American Legion Brooklyn Center with 52,000 points. 57,000 points for 9th place, Fast Eddie at Hiller's Last Call Liquor. 7th place, getting pushed back into 8th, we had Yags 370 over at the sidetrack, currently sitting with 59,000 points. 62,000 points for 7th place, Viddy over at the Municipal Liquor Store Akeley. While in 6th, it's none other than Jer Bear at the B&B Sports Bar and Grill, sitting with 65,000 points. Now with 77,000 points in 5th place, we have Maggie, playing at the Heartland University. 4th place is 6'9" T-Bird over at the Lookout Bar and Grill as they sit with 79,000 points. 106,000 points for 3rd place, Brother Nate over at Carboni's Pizza and Sports Bar Burnsville. 2nd place is Mimi at the L&M Bar with 140,000 points. And in 1st place, it is none other than Call Me Jen over at JR Mac with 205,000 points on this season.
Great job to Call Me Jen, and all of those players earned a ton of points while playing through those games. Definitely a, huge lead right now for Call Me Jen, as that's not super surprising. As Call Me Jen has been able to win, 4 seasons in a row now? A very, very dominant player when it comes to game day bingo. Well, as we work through this game, I would like to move on to the location side of these standings. 10th place, we got Moe's with 103,000 points. With 104,000 points in 9th place, we got Danny's Dugout. As the sidetrack sits in 8th with 116,000 points. With 133,000 points getting pushed out of 6th place, we got 7th place, Riverboat Depot. As our 7th place location moved all the way to 6th, that's the Lookout Bar and Grill with 134,000 points. With 152,000 points in 5th place, getting pushed out of 4th, we got VFW Spring Lake Park. As Carboni's Pizza Carboni's Pizza Sports Bar Burnsville moved from 5th into 4th with 155,000 points, trying to catch up to another Carboni's location. As 3rd place is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, the one I mistakenly said, as 166,000 game day bingo points has been awarded to that location. Well, before I get into the top 2 locations of game day bingo, we do have some winners.
That's right, as Jennifer J, Faz Ready, as well as Jamie. All get to split up $91 on that great Moscow prize. Nice it unto all of our winners here in this great round of Game Day Bingo. We still have that minor jackpot closing in on $350 as it'll be sitting at 60 balls or less going into this next game. Definitely more doable, so grab your friends, grab those iPads, and as you guys get enrolled in, we'll be finishing out those standings.
Absolutely. 2nd place is the L&M Bar with 186,000 points. As our number 1 location, and the only location in the 200,000 point club, we got JR Mac with 248,000 Game Day Bingo points.
Absolutely, guys. Make sure you come out for every opportunity you can to check out Game Day Bingo, and make sure you're playing at the locations that you guys want to help out. Get those points as well. Just under 2 minutes to get enrolled in this next round.
This will be a game number 10 that we are playing, as you guys just have a few minutes before we are enrolled. But if you are not getting enrolled into this game, I suggest you do with a $60 less minor and a $54 less major. You don't get better odds than this a lot of the time. But if you choose to take a break from the Game Day Bingo, I suggest you check out our eTabs. We have over 70 different Charitable eTab games that you can play anytime and win huge prizes up to $1,500. Each of those games have low bets rated from 50 cents to $5 that also include exciting bonus and free play rounds. As it is October 1st, we might as well highlight some of our spookiest of eTab games, as we have quite a few that have some of those classic Halloween monsters.
Absolutely, we definitely want to highlight those great eTab games for you. So we're going to be starting off with Night of the Winning Dead.
Ooh.
An otherwise relaxing day enjoying a picnic is disturbed by a zombie horde, and it's your only choice to find the nearest farmhouse, barricade yourself in, and win some big cash prizes. That's right, it's a lot of fun, and it's a great way to get in the spirit of the spooky season as it is officially here.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, go and check out Night of the Winning Dead, and you might just find yourself winning some great cash prizes for yourself.
With all the horror monsters, all the different, just like spooky genre that you enjoy,
Yes.
zombies, do you really like them that much?
No.
I was about to say, that's got to be last on your monster list. I was like, I don't know of many monsters that you would actually have a negative connotation with, where I actually feel like you have a negative outlook on zombies. Like every zombie movie you look at in a negative light.
Yeah. The only zombie movies I really like are Zombieland.
Because that's a comedy. It's making fun of zombie movies.
And even
it feels
at
like.
that point, the cast really carries it for me.
Oh, for sure.
Because I hate Shaun of the Dead. Like,
You didn't like Shaun of the Dead at all?
no. I also watched it when I was like 9 years old.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, this is not funny, this is gross, I hate these two men, they remind me of Wallace and Gromit characters.
Yeah.
I just didn't like it.
I totally get that.
I remember really wanting to play Call of Duty Zombies, and I would play Call of Duty Zombies, but my brother was actively scared of zombies. It was the one monster that he was scared of. And so I would get yelled at for playing Call of Duty Zombies because I didn't find them scary. And so then I got ixnayed from playing the Call of Duty Zombies, and then I went anti-Call of Duty, and then I went anti-Zombies. Because I was like, my brother is ruining this, they aren't even scary, like, why would I even give him the time of day? Because I just also didn't want to get in trouble with zombie content in the house.
Well, if you are like Jordy, and you may not be looking for a spooky eTab game, but zombies aren't really your thing, don't worry, we have some eTab games with the classic monsters in them as well. One of them being Monster Moolah, where you can find Victor Frankenstein. Actually, it's Victor Frankenstein's monster is going to be in that eTab game, as you can have a lot of fun trying to win some monstrous prizes.
I even think Dracula makes an appearance.
I think Dracula makes an appearance in that one as well.
You heard it here.
Which one has Von Stroker's whatever the iconic Dracula is?
Bram Stoker's Dracula?
Yeah, that guy.
Of our eTab games?
Yeah, don't we have an eTab game with that?
I think it's that one. It's Monster Moolah. Yeah, because they have also Monster Moolah Christmas Edition that you guys can check out in a couple months as we close in the holiday season, where Dracula wears Santa's beard.
Yes, we do have Moonica over at the Chanticleer Pizza Maple Grove, taking home $509.35 on that awesome minor jackpot. Congratulations to you, Moonica, as we now get enrolled into this next game with a double Musco prize on the line. $127 was already built up in that Musco, and you guys are just adding to it as you get enrolled over the next 2 minutes. Should be a blast as we get after it. But we also have, what's the other spooky eTab game?
There's
Haunted
Voodoo
Hill.
Guru or House on Haunted Hill.
Yeah,
that's
that
got
one.
Vincent Price. Yeah, we've got a ton of spooky
Yeah,
ETAB
that one's
games,
that one's a good one. House on
That's
the
my
Hill.
personal favorite. It's got the classic black and white ETAB game theme, and it's got the man, the myth, the legend of horror, Vincent Price in it.
Yeah.
So super, super fun stuff. I guarantee you'll find something you love. Even if you want something a little bit more comical, go with a little bit of Diesel Freaks, as you've got goo monsters racing and revving those engines as you take home some great jackpot prizes. It is a lot of fun. I guarantee you'll find one you love. Go and check out those ETAB games and let us know which one is your favorite for this spooky season.
Absolutely, definitely great action all across the board. Just 1 minute before we are in this upcoming game, and as you guys get after it, we would like to talk about some Minnesota Lynx news. As in their first matchup in the semifinal series, the Minnesota Lynx fell to the Connecticut Suns 73-70 on Sunday. Not what we wanted to see, as Nafis Collier, who averaged 40 points in the first round of the playoffs, led the game for our Minnesota Lynx by scoring 19 points and 9 rebounds. Bridget Carlton scored 17, and Kayla McBride added in 12. Game 2 of the Best of 5 series will be played on Tuesday in Minneapolis, so tonight will be some really intense stuff. But losing Game 1 of the Best of 5 series, not as big of a nail in the coffin as last series losing the original game, since it was the Best of 3 in that first round. But semifinals, you don't want to get too behind. If you drop down 2-0, that really starts to look bad for our Lynx. And so this is a must-win matchup tonight, and we're going to have to ride on the back of the person who we've been really riding throughout this entire series, and that's Nafisa Collier, as she is just a dominant force when it comes to being able to score, rebound. Even in the passing game, she does a lot of really good things as well. So being able to get her at her spots where she plays her best is going to be a key piece in this upcoming game tonight.
Absolutely. That game tonight is happening at 8:30. As we go up against the Suns, it should be some really exciting stuff. So definitely, guys, keep your eyes peeled for those Lynx tonight as they take on the Suns.
Well, they kept on wanting to kick us out. I don't know what's going on.
We want to be here. Don't worry.
We want to give out this awesome double Musco, $208.80.
I feel like
fantastic.
the hook is coming in to pull me off.
I know. They're like, get out of here.
Like, what is she even saying? It's not important. I guess. Don't mind me.
But great Lynx news. We're looking forward to this game.
Yes,
hopefully we can end up getting the victory there. As obviously we said, must-win game for us in the Best of 5 series. Got to win this. This series does get us to the WNBA Finals, which would be huge, especially in the first year of mass consumption of the WNBA. If our Minnesota Lynx were able to get the win, I mean, basketball is just up for Minnesota. As we were able to get to the semifinals for the NBA, and if we were able to make the finals for the WNBA, I mean. Looking good. Definitely some great stuff there. Well, shoot some luck out to our Lynx while they play in that game tonight.
Absolutely, but you guys have some very exciting stuff coming up tonight for you, as we've got our MegaSota game night coming to you live at 6:40 tonight, as it comes to you live each and every Tuesday at that 6:40 p.m. time. If you guys want to come on out and take home those prizes and PGL points for yourself, sign up at pgl.world and compete against each other in the Pilot Gambling League. We love seeing you guys go and sign up. You also get a monthly newsletter sent out to the email you choose to sign up with. It is a win-win if you're an avid Pilot player, as we love highlighting all the people who fight tooth and nail in this season 16 for some PGL action.
Absolutely, always a great time there. As we got a top 10 PGL standings I would love to hop into right now, but I'm gonna wait.
Thank you for stopping me, because I was so excited about jumping into these standings.
I know. You
would have gotten immediately cut off.
We like to do that to ourselves. Well, we'll get 2 in, and then we're like, okay, well, we'll finish the rest of the 8 afterwards. But we are about to give out $208.80, and it's going out to Sarah Money, one of our favorite longtime players over at VFW Oz. It's been a while since we've seen you, Sarah Money, but great to see you as we now get enrolled into this next game. Minor prize, clicking up to 54 balls or less, still not available because the major prizes there sitting at 54 balls or less, $6 grand. But as you guys get enrolled, now we can hop into those PGL standings.
Hopping right on into 10th place, we got Nelly playing at Brian's Bar and Grill, sitting with 690,165 points. With 747,725 points in 9th place, getting pushed back all the way from 6th after this past week, it was Carrie over at the Arlington Dugout. Well, after last week, moving on up from 10th into 8th place, we had Jake playing at Social's Bar and Grill. They currently sit with 759,385 points. With 815,040 points in 7th place, it's Drumsky at the Underground Bar and Grill. 6th place is Keese over at the Midtown Bar and Grill with 843,674 points. Ahead of them in 5th place, we got big-time player Mad Dog over at MC's Dugout 2. They currently sit with 848,420 points. Great job, Mad Dog. 4th place is Calapice at the Dayton Bar and Grill with 855,510 points. Well, in 3rd place, we've got Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill with 962,440 points. 2nd place, kicking off the 1 million point club, is Bazzy Blings at the Wheelhouse with 1,048,475 points. While in 1st place, we've got Hermie over at Neeson's Riverside Sports Bar. They currently sit with 1,244,015 points. Congratulations to Hermes and the entirety of our players' top 10 standings.
And great job to you, Hermie, as we now move on to the location side of these standings. 10th place, previously in 9th, we got Brian's Bar and Grill in Stillwater with 857,325 points. Moving from unranked into 9th place, we got the Midtown Bar and Grill in St. Cloud with 923,754 points. With 924,100 points in 8th place, we got the Oleander Saloon Mankato. They were able to move from unranked into that spot. 7th place, moving up actually from 8th, we got Malone's Bar and Grill Maple Grove with 976,530 points. Even though they did move up, they were not able to get to the 1 million point club, as that 1 million point club starts with 6th place, who shot up from 3rd, and that's the 3rd Crossing Bar and Grill in Frazee with 1,040,895 points. With 1,048,475 points, only about 8,000 points ahead of the 3rd Crossing Bar and Grill, we have the Wheelhouse of Anoka in 5th. 4th place is the Boulevard Bar and Grill Coon Rapids with 1,190,080 points. 3rd place is Neeson's Riverside Sports Bar in MegaSota Township with 1,405,640 points. As 2nd place is Devo's Sandbar in Gilbert with 1,525,785 points. But the number one location, the best of the best when it comes to PGL action, we got the Underground Bar and Grill Mankato with 1,852,815 points.
Nicely done to all of our players and the locations they choose to play at. Make sure you guys come on out tonight at 6:40 p.m. for a great MegaSota game night, or tomorrow at 7 p.m. for a great Wild Wednesday. Either way, make sure you're signed up at PGL.world to take home those amazing PGL points on our specialty nights. Just about 5 balls away for a couple of you lucky players. We'll have to see who's going to be taking home the prize of this great game.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun as we wait and see. And as we wait and see who takes home these great prizes, we'll start with our first movie released on today in history, as we got a fun one to start off, a horror classic released on today in 1974. We got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. What created all the remakes, all the sequels, all the random things that have sprouted from this movie. It all started on today in 1974.
This movie, I have only seen bits of it. I've never sat all the way through it, but I know so much about what went into the creation of this movie.
It's insane.
I couldn't imagine
being on set
and being in the conditions that they filmed in.
Yeah, it's insane, like, what it all went through.
There are policies in place to prevent it nowadays.
Yeah,
let's just
absolutely.
say that.
We do have Breeze over at Clancy's on Island Lake winning our game here at $74.60. It's going out to Breeze in this great game. As we now get rolled into this next matchup. Minor prize clicks up from 54 to 56 balls or less, getting more exciting as we get enrolled. Just 2 minutes for you guys to get enrolled into this upcoming game. as you do so, we're going to continue talking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre and all the craziness that comes with this. Yes, I was more of the Jessica Biel Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think that's who stars in the 2000.
You're asking the wrong person. This is not a franchise that I enjoy.
If I'm not mistaken, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre that came out in 2003. Yes, okay, does star Jessica Biel. That's the one that I watched a lot of. This was the remake of it.
This is one I've seen so many clips of.
Yeah.
I've seen so many clips of Eric Belfleur. Ugh.
Yeah.
His character and that actor in general, I feel like it's casted in some of the most traumatic roles ever. Like, I just started watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, okay.
And he's like one of the first innocent teens to get kidnapped and changed into a vampire.
That's so crazy.
And he's like 16 in it. It's one of the first things
and then he just continually, you get 2003, becomes Texas Chainsaw Massacre, keeps on appearing in random things like that.
Kemper, just poor guy.
Yeah. It's crazy how many movies is this. I don't even know, is the 2022 one, obviously you don't know, but the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, without the in front of it, is that a remake of it as well? I have no idea. It's a standalone sequel to the return of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre in 1995.
Yeah, influencers want to go see the legend of the infamous Leatherface killer.
I love this concept of horror movies.
Influencers go and find out who Leatherface is.
I really enjoy that whole entire concept of movies.
Modern day people getting humbled.
Yes, because that's such a common thing within the social media verse that we live in nowadays.
Well, everyone's so desensitized and obsessed with serial killers.
Yeah, and they'll disrespect things and cross boundaries that they shouldn't cross and everything like that, just to get the shot, the clip, the content. And so there's quite a bit of that, especially. When the self-tape horror movies were really popular, there was a lot of reality TV show horror movies where they were we're gonna film the reality TV show in the horror, the haunted insane asylum.
Yeah, there was a group of guys specifically that was their whole shtick was going to these.
Oh, that was a real
locations.
thing.
Yeah, and they got some bad. Even I think they've completely stopped it now because of what they've encountered and what they've experienced through doing it.
I think also they got backlash for going on to some places where they weren't they probably were disrespecting some actual people's ancestors and stuff like that.
They would. Oh, I wonder if we're talking about the same people.
You're talking about the people that were on the same channels, Bigfoot Hunter and everything.
No, I'm talking about two 18-year-old dudes on YouTube.
Oh, I'm talking about the actual show,
Sam and Cody,
the ghost.
Colby, Sam and Colby.
Yeah, I'm talking about completely different.
They went and got to stay a night in the Conjuring house, and they've been on the St. Mary haunted Navy ship, and they
I'm just talking about the actual.
Since then,
movies.
Something happened where they no longer paranormal investigate because they. We're forever changed.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the popular movies that were coming out of that genre at the time that were basically all based off of that whole entire theme. The same thing that the 2022 Texas Chainsaw Massacre is that's going into places filming when you don't actually believe in the horror things, and then
they start to happen.
Yeah, exactly. It's a fun concept in my opinion.
There was that huge push of that kind of movie, especially in the whole insane asylum atmosphere.
I was saying during the self-tape era of horror movies.
Yeah, we were pretty big fans of that one with Grave Encounters and
all
that good stuff.
So I think I would enjoy the 2002 sequel, I guess, to the Chainsaw Massacre series, but Yeah, the original one that everyone's remade, made a bunch of different sequels, a bunch of different
It's
remakes.
like 5 or 6 out now.
Yeah, 1974, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, released on today.
Well, we got Walter 11 over at the Chart House, taking home $90 on that Great Must Go prize. Congratulations going out to Walter 11. Make sure you guys continue to get enrolled. We have an over $300 minor jackpot sitting at 58 balls or less going into this next game as we jump into our next movie released on today.
This one is a classic for me. I mean, this is just like prime time for me and Jordy's age group of animated movies because we were just at the perfect age to really ignore every bad thing about a movie and only enjoy the good things about movies. And so Shark Tale is in that perfect time range. 2004 Shark Tale. Will Smith, Robert De Niro, Jack Black, Martin Scorsese, Renee Zellweger, Angelina Jolie, all voice act in this star-studded movie. I really enjoyed it as a kid. And
You know, I don't think I knew that Jack Black voiced Lenny.
you didn't know that?
I really don't think so. I really don't think I recognized the voice he used.
Does that make you like Lenny more?
Crazy. That is
Because you've always
absolutely
liked
crazy.
Lenny.
Lenny's the best character.
Mm.
Yeah.
I've always really enjoyed the jellyfish dudes.
Oh,
I know,
two
even though they
friends.
were jerks, even though they were not good people, I absolutely loved them as characters in that whole show. I thought the whole movie, they were so funny and as a kid to me.
One thing that I personally love that has come from this movie is people memorizing the monologue of the shrimp pleading for his life.
Oh yes.
And they randomly pull out this like little Creole voice and they talk about how they lost their legs.
Yeah.
I love it. It's the best thing that's come from this movie.
Mm-hmm. I love it. The only thing that I get mixed up with is is it the Happy Feet krill? That there's the little side story with the krill where he's like, there's Will and Bill the krill.
I think so.
And he tries to swim he's like, I'm gonna swim against the stream. There's gotta be something at the end of the horde of all the krill. Like, cause he's only seen inside the horde of the krill. And I'm trying to remember, I think it was Happy Feet, but I always combine those krill together in my head.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Shark Tale one. This is just a great movie all around. The entirety of the soundtrack, I mean, the song Car Wash was like so iconic at the time because of this movie. That end scene, really awesome in general. And I've been seeing a lot of people, especially in the last like 2 years, have been doing a lot of Oscar and Lola Halloween costumes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's super, super funny. Of course, it's Lola, not Angie.
Yeah, everyone wants to dress like Lola.
Yeah, it's lame. Lola's a villain. Okay, guys, let's.
She is.
Yeah, I get it. It's cooler because she's got more of like an iconic style kind of thing, but I still am anti that because Oscar is not going to Halloween with Lola. But great animated movie time for us as kids. I loved all the movies. Over the Hedge, Robots, Flushed Away, Open Season, all those movies during that time. Chicken Little, Surf's Up, Madagascar.
I just told my high school best friend that has never watched Surf's Up that she's got 48 hours to watch Surf's Up and report back to me because she had never seen it, and I said that was just not right.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
There's no way she likes it.
You don't think so?
No, there's not a shot. There's not a shot that she likes it.
I'm talking about Shannon.
Oh, I don't know Shannon then. I was thinking Danny.
I would never recommend an animated movie for Danielle to watch.
I'm glad that you know her well enough to do that because she would hate it.
My high school best friends have very different tastes, and I know them pretty well at this point.
Absolutely. That's why I was shocked that when you said it because I assumed that it was with the friend that we had just hung out with that you had suggested him to.
No,
and so,
I have to recommend completely different things to
absolutely.
different friends.
Well, Shark Tale released on today, 2004. Now skip all the way to 2010 as we got The Social Network. This is a movie about the creation of Facebook. It's got a very big cast between Jesse Eisenberg, Andrew Garfield, Justin Timberlake, Armie Hammer, Dakota Johnson. Lots of big names.
Absolutely. Don't remember Dakota Johnson in this. We do have our winner here, though, is taking home that minor jackpot prize is Cooper. They're playing over at the Roundup Bar Wall, taking home that minor prize of $458. Congratulations to Cooper in this great round of Game Day Bingo. We'll have that double Musco prize of $120 getting tacked on to this next game. All you have to do is continue to get enrolled to up your chances at taking it home.
Absolutely. As we talk a little bit more about social network. Well, a very interesting work. I can't say that I was really too into it. It didn't come out at the right time for me. I wasn't going to enjoy a real intense historical drama during 2010. And so it really missed me. I ended up rewatching it when I was in college and ended up enjoying the whole premise, seeing how it all went down and the drama that came with it. And so I have grown an appreciation for it. But when it came out, I was originally like, I wanted to watch it because of Andrew Garfield, Jesse Eisenberg. I like both of those actors. Justin Timberlake as well. I really enjoyed him as an actor at the time. But it missed me at the time, but then I got it later.
Considering this a historical drama sits so weird with me.
Why?
Because it's not like some time period piece.
I mean, but it's history.
I understand that. I understand that it's just tech history in general, but calling it historical drama is just so strange to me.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's 100% historical drama because everything in the past is history. Yeah. Everything in the future is a mystery.
Okay.
That's a quote from Kung Fu Panda. I love that that quote from that turtle. It's a great quote. Mm-hmm. Had it as my lock screen saver when I was in high school.
Is that from Oogway?
Yeah. He was talking about the peach tree. He was playing the peach tree while he said the quote. It was a great one. I loved it as a kid. But Social Network 2010, really, really fun cast. Who's your favorite actor/actress from this work?
Oh, it's gotta be either Andrew Garfield or Rashida Jones.
Ooh, I love Rashida Jones for her character, for specific characters that she plays. Like, I really love her Parks and Rec character, and I do have a love for her Office character as well. But most of my love comes from the Parks and Rec character.
Do you want to say your hot take about The Office?
Oh, that Jim should have ended up with her. She was the way better of the couple. I think that's just it's a hot take.
If you like healthy romance?